94.5 PST. Did you miss anything with Chris, Joe, and Gianna on Chris and the Crew? Catch up now. This is Chris and the Crew on Demand, sponsored by Trinity Rehab. Schedule an appointment now at trinity-rehab.com. Help me out. It's What Should I Do, Crew, on 94.5 PST.
Daniel in Philly is here with us this morning, and he may have a problem on his hands. Hey, Daniel.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe this is happening. I moved into a new apartment, and it turns out that my ex-girlfriend lives in the exact same freaking building.
Oh, jeez. So sounds like you had no idea before you moved in.
Absolutely not, no.
So I keep tabs on my exes, but I'm guessing that means you're not in touch with her at all?
No, I knew she lived here in the city, but, like, obviously Philadelphia is a big city, and what are the chances it would be in the same exact building? It's just my luck.
I get it, but, I mean, are you really going to run into her that much? You're probably both working, right?
Well, I ran into her one time, like the first weekend I moved in, and now she's decided she's just going to stop over to my place whenever she feels like it.
Oh, no.
I kind of like the ex-drama, though, Daniel.
Well, no, I don't, and this is not going to go over well with my current girlfriend.
You know, I was just going to ask you if you have somebody new in your life.
Yeah, and I spent months convincing her that my now neighbor is out of my life. I don't care about her. I don't want to get back together with her. Because she knows she wants me back. I can't believe this is happening. Like, it took months for me to find a place that I can actually afford.
And of all the apartment buildings and all the places, right?
Oh,
it's close to my work. She works there, too. That's how we met, at work. So it's enough occasionally still seeing her at the office. And now this.
Oh, so you both have a place near work. Okay, I get it. You didn't know where she lived, though?
No, I thought I did. She had to have moved, too. I try not to talk to her. You know, I want her out of my life. And now this. Ugh.
So you haven't told your girlfriend?
No. Do I need to? She means nothing to me. I don't want my girlfriend to worry about this and be upset, you know?
I mean, I guess it could be trouble because, like, what if your ex knocked on the door and when she's there, you know, when your girlfriend's there?
I don't answer. No. I don't know. This is why I call it. I need some help here.
Okay. All right. Ooh, Joe, I know you love this extra.
Hang on the line, Daniel.
All right, hang on, Daniel. We're going to get you some advice.
Easy. Don't tell the current girlfriend.
What?
The less, the better.
And then when she finds out, then he's going to really be in trouble.
Worry about it then.
Oh, my God. All right. What do you think you should do?
What should he do? Help me out. Call the crew now. 609-243-9778. Or tap the chat button on the 94.5 PST app.
I love What Should I Do, crew, here on 94.5 PST, your number one hit music station. Chris and Joe this morning. Gianna's got the day off. Ex-drama. So Daniel moved into this apartment building in Philadelphia. Big city, right?
You think.
He ends up in the same building as his ex-girlfriend. He said, well, I guess it's because it's near work and they met at work. So that's what he's saying. What the deal is, he doesn't know whether to tell his current girlfriend because he knows she's going to be so upset. He said he spent months convincing her that they are done for good, even though he knows that ex wants him back. All right, let's go to the phone. So we've got Kathy and Ewing on the line. What would you do, Kathy? What would you tell him?
So I think honesty is the best policy. He should totally tell her, and I think he should let her answer the door.
Do you know some app chatters are saying the same thing? That kind of set a trap for the ex-girlfriend, basically, and let her in on it so she's not out in the dark, your current girlfriend, and say, hey, you know, anytime a knock on the door comes, because how many times do people actually knock on your door nowadays?
Well, never. He also might be speculating she's going to knock on the door. She may not. Actually, she may text him, come over.
Well, Joe, you know what's interesting, too? Sarita in Yardley says that she doesn't buy Daniel's story. She says they work in the same place and with social media he didn't know. Come on.
I mean, I I mean, there are some big buildings in Philly. They just put up a new one at the corner near me. I mean, a huge one. This thing has to be over 200, 300 units.
Well, that's what I was saying. He's really going to see her that much?
And, unless you're, on the same floor, I imagine I never see my next door neighbor.
That's what I was thinking. Now, Carrie in Lumberton says this shouldn't even be a question. He absolutely needs to tell his current girlfriend. She's going to find out, and then the trust is going to be gone.
But she's going to immediately assume that that he chose this building because she lived there. This doesn't end well if he tells her.
No.
It ends fine if she just doesn't find out.
You are incorrect. Because if she finds out from someone else, or let's say that ex is really vindictive and gets into his place because he's a nice guy, snaps a picture, puts it on social media. Oh, this isn't going to be
Worry
good.
about that when it happens. I'm a set it and forget it kind of fella.
Dawn in Feasterville, tell her, Kat and Ewing, honesty is the best policy. But I know what I'm telling him.
Hey, Daniel.
Daniel, you got to fess up and tell your girlfriend. This has nothing to do with you. You didn't make this happen. So just tell the truth. And that's going to be it.
No.
Don't listen to Joe.
I think you don't. Daniel, you play your cards. You hope she doesn't find out because you spent all this time convincing her you weren't with the ex.
No, but you can convince her that you absolutely didn't know because you convinced her of the other stuff, Joe. Shut up. Don't listen to him,
I really do like what Joe is saying, though. Really making some good points, and I really appreciate it.
Let me tell you, though.
A lone voice and a bunch of people who want to get me in trouble.
See,
you
Daniel,
are not going to be in trouble.
I wish you the best of luck.
When you're going to be in trouble is when she finds out and you didn't tell her. That's when you're going to be in trouble, Daniel.
Worry about it then.
Oh, God.
Thanks, Daniel.
It's Chris and the crew on 94.5 PST, your number one hit music station. Joe, funny, I'm looking at the pictures of the pets over there. Pets Not Politics. That's what we're doing right now. So if you are so tired of all the political ads that you're hearing right now, because there's a ton of them, whenever you see one, just go, forget about it. Send us a picture of your pet. We have them all tacked up on the studio wall. We're going to make a huge collage of all your pets. I'm going to post them. So instead of those political ads, you can just look at cute puppies and kitties and things like that.
It's our benefit. It's really for us, to be honest. I mean, God, the number of them I've seen.
Pets Not Politics. Yeah. That's what we're saying around here. So grab the details on the 945 PST app and send us a picture of your pet. All right, so have you ever heard of chaos packaging? It's this hot new marketing ploy, and it's so funny because this just happened to me over the weekend. So companies are starting to put their products in packages that you wouldn't think those products would go in, basically.
What does that mean, though?
So, like, this sunblock company is putting their sunblock in what looks like a whipped cream can. You know what I mean?
Why?
And it's just chaos marketing. Everything's just, all the rules are kind of going out the window. It's chaos. Like, I went into a little gift shop over the weekend down the shore, and I picked up what looked like a little decorative wine bottle. Turns out you pop the cork and it's an umbrella.
Oh.
Yeah, like things like that. There is a liquor brand called Engine that's selling its gin in like what looks like motor oil cans. You know, like
that's actually
like
funny.
I actually love
That's
this.
actually really funny. I like that.
It's so creative, but you got to be careful because you got to make sure you're buying what you think you're buying. You know what I mean? It's very trendy for like startups because it helps the products kind of stand out and everybody's buzzing about it because, oh, look, it's a liquor in a motor can oil bottle. You know what I mean? So it's becoming trendy right now for new products, but just beware when you're out there shopping.
It's Can't Beat Chris. Can't Beat Chris on 94.5 PST.
It's a fun time of the morning because I get to hand over the power of the radio to embarrass Chris Rollins, hopefully with a special guest,
we'll
right?
See.
That's what we look forward to doing here. Good morning, PST. You are Chris's opponent. Who is this?
Hi, this is Amanda from Robbinsville.
Amanda, you have been here before. Are you a formidable opponent? Have you beat one Chris Rollins before?
No, but last time we tied.
Oh.
A tie? Unfortunately, Chris somehow made this rule that it goes to the house, and therefore she technically wins. But we'll see if you can beat her today, okay?
Hopefully.
All right, so Amanda knows the rules. As Chris leaves the room, I'll explain them for anyone else who's new here this morning. Amanda's going to get 3 questions. Chris will not hear her answers. When Chris comes back in the room, she's going to get the same 3, and we'll see who gets more right. Are you ready, Amanda?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Your quiz starts now. I don't know if you saw in the news, but Philadelphia just got one of those portals. You know, Times Square had one of them earlier this year, and now Philly's got one in Love Park. What city is it connecting visitors with right now?
I believe it's Dublin in Ireland.
Would you like to lock in Dublin?
Yes, lock it in, please.
All right, we've locked in Dublin. Question number 2. Another episode of Agatha All Along drops on Disney+. It's one of the most popular streaming shows right now. And it's a spinoff of WandaVision. So is that a Marvel or a DC Comics movie show?
That's Marvel.
Would you like to lock in Marvel?
Yes, lock it in, please.
All right, and our third and final question this morning is a bit of an audio clip. Here we go. I'm going to ask you to name the Halloween movie based on this clip. It's going to start now.
Oh, look. Another glorious morning. Makes me sick.
What movie is that?
The Hocus Pocus.
You want to lock in Hocus Pocus?
Lock it in, Hocus Pocus.
She said with confidence. All right, I'll motion for Chris Rollins to come back in the room and tell you that Can't Be Chris this morning is powered by Legoland Discovery Center, Philadelphia. Jump into a world of creativity, color, and playful learning. Get info and tickets at philadelphia.legolanddiscoverycenter.com. Chris Rollins, you're back in the room. You feeling confident that you feeling confident that you might pull off another tie again?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay, we're going to see how this goes.
All right.
You ready to start your quiz?
Sure.
All right, the quiz for Chris starts now. Did you see in the news, Philly just got one of those portals? You know, Times Square had one of them earlier this year. Now ours is installed in Love Park. What city does Philadelphia's brand new portal connect visitors with?
Oh my gosh, I saw this on the news last night. You were talking about it, but I gotta be honest, I have no idea. So is it, I don't know, Paris?
Chris said Paris. Amanda said Dublin. Dublin is the correct answer.
Oh, no.
Amanda, you're out to a 1-0 lead.
Oh, no.
Right here.
I saw that darn thing on the news last night, too. Everybody's looking through it.
I know. Philadelphia's going to ruin it, but that's a whole separate conversation that we will not get into.
How did you know Dublin?
I actually just saw it on Facebook this morning.
Oh!
It was first in my head.
Lucky Amanda.
Well done. All right. Second question, Chris.
Yep.
Another episode of Agatha All Along drops on Disney Plus today. It's one of the most popular streaming shows right now. It's a spinoff of WandaVision. Is that a Marvel or a DC comic series show?
God. I don't know this either. But I've got a 50-50 chance here. So I'm going DC. Oh,
Amanda said Marvel. Amanda is correct.
Oh my gosh.
Amanda. Oh, we are moving. We are moving too slow here this morning.
I get
Things
you.
are moving.
I get that
We'll give Chris the final
win,
question just for funsies here because I'm enjoying this game. Chris, can you name this movie based on this clip?
Oh, look. Another glorious morning. Makes me sick.
I actually do know that one. It's Hocus Pocus.
You both said Hocus Pocus,
Yeah,
and you're both
I lost.
correct. But Chris
Oh, my
lost today,
God.
Amanda. Chris with a score of 1 and Amanda with a score of 3. A perfect score today, Amanda.
Ooh, good job, Amanda.
Hey, thank you.
Congratulations. I'm Chris Rollins, and I cannot beat Amanda in Robbinsville.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Tickets, we got a pair of 4-pack of tickets for you to go see Disney on Ice. Coming to the Cure Insurance Arena this February with Encanto and more. Tickets are on sale now. You can get info and tickets at DisneyOnIce.com. But hang on, Amanda.
Listen tomorrow morning at 7:40 for another chance to beat Chris on 94.5 PST. It's Chris and the Crew's Daily Scoop.
Zach Bryan dumped his girlfriend.
And so for those who don't know Zach Bryan, big musician.
Oh, yeah.
Country-ish, but huge.
All the ladies love him. Yeah, so he confirmed the rumors that he and Brianna broke up. Been together, about a year? I think a little over a year, maybe. He posted, this is where it gets interesting. So he posted a statement yesterday, making it seem mutual. Brianna and me have broken up with each other, and I respect and love her with every ounce of my heart. He added, she's loved me unconditionally for a very long time, and for that I'll always thank her. Well, then she posted, and I kind of expected to hear the same type of statement. That's what you normally hear, right, with these breakups. She said, I'm blindsided and devastated, basically.
And she's not, quote-unquote, famous, right?
No,
she's not independently famous.
So she says now she's getting off social media because she's got to heal privately and all this stuff. I feel so bad. I thought it was going to be like a mutual thing. You know what I mean? So the cops showed up at Cardi B's place. Here's the deal. Somebody called Child Protective Services on Cardi B saying that her children were being abused. So she says she's hiring a private investigator to find out who it is. She actually went Instagram live from a hospital bed, which I'm confused. Apparently she's been in the hospital since Saturday, but she didn't say why. She is livid. Saying that whoever did this basically is toast. And that, it's messed up that you're doing this to me.
Could just anyone file that report, though? Like, could you or I I guess you'd have to know her address and stuff, right? Like, you'd have to have enough identifiable information. Like, nobody could call and say Chris Rollins is doing something without knowing.
I don't really know how it works, but something's going on.
Yeah, that's weird.
And she's bound to prove that it's not true. And first Olivia Rodrigo, right? I mean, Taylor's done it too. Now it's Billie Eilish's turn to kind of take a tumble on the stage.
Yep.
She was at Madison Square Garden last week and she fell down some stairs. She kind of shook it off. I mean, they're pros, right?
Yeah. But,
and the show went on, but she reposted a fan's video of the fall on her Instagram story. And she's got a pretty nasty bruise on her leg.
Oh, I have to assume. I mean, when Olivia took hers a couple weeks ago, she just straight up right down to the stage door.
I feel bad. All right, there's the scoop. Did you buy Halloween candy yet? It's Chris and the crew. I can't decide how much is enough. And John thinks I'm nuts. It's Chris and Joe and Gianna.
So if you already bought it, we need to hear from you right now.
Yeah, if you bought Halloween candy already, we need you to call us, 609-243-9778. So, Joe, we get about, between 20 and 30 kids every year. I mean, when we first moved into our house, it was like 100 kids. It was amazing.
So the current average is, let's say, 30.
And yes, I do count because that count is important to me. So about between 20 and 30, I would say. So over the weekend, I was in Target and I bought 2 bags of candy. One bag had 70 pieces in it, and the other had like 45 pieces in it.
So you're looking at about 120 pieces of candy. Am I right? Is that what we're doing here?
Yep. John,
for 30 trick-or-treaters.
John says to me, what are you buying all that candy for? Because, if it's in the house, we eat it, whatever. So what are you buying all that candy? How much candy are you going to give these kids?
You averaged, based on the math, which I wanted to do here, you averaged 4 pieces of candy a kid based on what you did there.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you did that because I didn't do that math, and I think I need more because here's what I want to do. I've got the little basket with a little pumpkin on it. It's cute. I want to reach in. I want to put a handful in each kid's bag. Don't come into my basket with your hand. I will be giving it to you. I have rules. Rules at my house.
Rules about your basket.
I will put, some of these kids come to my house and they're literally like jump in the bowl. No. I will give you I want to give like a little handful of candy to each kid. John thinks we should give like 1 or 2 pieces a kid. Now I'm not talking about full size. I get it if it was full size. I got those bags of like the fun size. They're a little bigger than fun size.
Can I interrupt? There are a few things here.
What?
Number one, before we get to the amount of candy that you're getting the kids, which we're going to get to.
Yeah.
The way you're so particular that you require that you're the one to hand them the candy, not them.
I don't want little dirty hands
in
the basket.
Okay. So basically, I think I'm on John's side. You give 1, max 2 pieces.
So you give them literally 1 or 2 of like an inch-sized bar?
What I used to say is take one. Take one.
Take one.
You go in, you tell them to put their grubby paws in there, and you say, take one.
Okay.
That's what you do. You do not. Otherwise, it's.
I get that if it's a full size bar. Like I know Gianna's mom gives out full size bars. Totally, you get 1 if you get a full size bar. But there's only 20 kids coming.
So why don't you just do full size bars? That'd be a more efficient business.
Well, they're more expensive.
Is it though? Now you just said I'm going to go buy more candy. I don't know. At the end of the day, I think you're talking about about the same expense over there, aren't you?
Well, but then I don't know exactly how much. Like I can vary the fist size. You know what I mean? Like the handful size.
Just watch because you're okay.
Right. So seriously, this is what I want to know.
How many pieces of candy per trick or treater? Right?
That's
what
we
want
to know. How many? So if you already bought Halloween candy, how much do you plan on giving each kid? All right, so you've got to call us right now if you've already bought it. 609 here on 94.5 PST, your number 1 hit music station. Good morning. It's Chris. It's Joe. Gianna. So I bought some Halloween candy over the weekend. Did you buy yours yet? And John and I kind of got into it because I bought what did I buy, Joe? Over 100. One bag has 75.
Looks like Chris is going to buy. Chris's math is 120 pieces of candy.
Yeah.
She estimates 30 trick-or-treaters.
About 20 to 30.
Which currently comes out to 4 pieces of candy per treater. Which Chris is less than she would like to have, so she's about to buy more candy.
Yeah, when you say it like that.
Have I presented the facts correctly?
In my mind, I'd like to give a little handful to each kid. I will give the handful. I will put my hand in the basket. No one else is putting their hand in the basket. And John's like, a handful? Give him a piece or two. If everybody and he had logic behind it. If everybody gave him a piece or two, they'd have a ton of candy. And he's correct. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, like when we first moved in, we got over like 100 kids. And now we're down to like 20 or 30. So I feel like it's kind of boring just giving 20 kids 2 pieces of candy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to the phones because I want to know how much you give out. Hannah from Mons Junction's on the line. Hey, Hannah, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
So what do? Did you buy candy yet?
Yeah, so I did the same as you. I bought a couple bags of candy. We don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters, so I say you could take like 2 or 3. And then that's it.
Okay.
And if you think about, they're gonna see like go to a bunch of houses. Yeah. They're gonna get so much candy. So don't feel bad if they don't take a handful.
Okay.
I think like 2 or 3.
And you said you tell them to take, right? Because Chris only requires that she hands it to them.
No, you don't want those little germy hands in your bucket.
Yeah, well, the little kids or the parents that are walking with like a 2-year-old or something,
right.
Then I'll just hand them a couple or put it in their basket or give it to the parent.
Yeah,
but and some of the older kids, you got to like use your better judgment with like if they're already hopped on sugar, running around like crazy. Yeah, I'll give you the candy.
Good idea. Yes, it's a case by case scenario here. Yeah. So I'm in the app chat and Wendy in Cherry Hill says they get 1 full-size plain Hershey bar. That's what she does. I got to be honest, that's pretty good.
Chris in Branchburg said 4 pieces is too much. Each kid gets 1 chocolate piece and 1 non-chocolate piece.
Oh, so like nerds and chocolate.
And the price of cocoa went up this year, as did a lot of things, but the price of cocoa went up this year, so chocolate candies are expected to cost more.
You could tell because the prices were pretty high at the store. And the only reason I bought is because Target was starting a sale.
Mm-hmm.
So the bags were like pretty
Well,
cheap.
I guess you better go back because you don't think you have enough. And you're stubborn and you're gonna do it.
I'm kind of listening to the 3 or 4 pieces. That may be kind of good, I think.
Oh.
But I don't want to run out either.
Yeah, there's that stress too.
I don't know. Did you hear that Wendy's has boo bags for adults for Halloween this year? What?
I'm excited for this, actually. This excites me.
Yeah, it's Chris and the crew. Chris and Joe this morning. Gianna's got the day off. So it started on Monday. Obviously, a limited edition, limited time only. You know, those kids' meals, that they're in the bags, but they're for adults. And they're decorated. They're calling them boo bags. And they have a Dave's single burger, a small fry, a small Frosty, a little glow-in-the-dark bone chiller Frosty figure, and a boo book.
Ooh.
How cool is that? But they're for adults.
Like, it includes all of the items, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, you better get these because they're saying they're for Halloween, but until they last.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's too many. What's a boo book? Is that a coloring book?
Well, the boo books come with coupons for 5 free Junior Frosty treats, plus a coupon to get a Wendy's kids meal for $1.99.
That's actually a really good sale.
Oh, my God. Mm-hmm. So these boo bags are perfect for kidults. That's what they're saying. Kidults.
I see what they did.
Yes. So, you better get to your Wendy's and get one before it's too late. 94.5 PST, your number 1 hit music station. It's Chris, Joe, and Gianna. Are you stressing about the time change already? Because apparently a lot of people are. Like starting today, people are dreading the end of daylight savings.
Why today?
Like, because it's 11 days before. I don't even know the science behind it. But apparently people are dreading the time change 11 days before it takes effect.
Well, I mean,
I think they're dreading the loss of sunlight and getting darker earlier. Their sleep's messed up for a little bit. Can I be honest here for a second? I kind of like this time change. I mean, first of all, we gain an hour's sleep. What could be better than that?
One single night,
okay, I'll take it. I'm already looking forward to it.
Fall back. Don't forget, fall back.
Am I the only one that kind of likes the dark early? Because follow me, though. Follow me. Don't shake your head at me. I actually like having a longer night. So when I get home, oh my gosh, it's so early. It's only 6:30 or whatever it is.
Nightfall.
And it's nighttime. Great. Like in the summertime, I'm still like running around and stuff because it's light until 9 o'clock and I feel like I can go out. Oh, it's early. It's still light out. And then I'm exhausted the next day. If it's dark, that kind of signals me to, all right, you better get your butt home. You know, and then I've got all night long.
So you're saying this just keeps you on task in the way that you couldn't otherwise. So you're not stressing.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not dreading it at all.
And when we show up to work, it's still pitch black then this time of year. It is absolutely dreadful. I don't see the sun. I don't see the sun.
That's true.
For the
That's
entire,
true
from now until January.
But we won't get the light right away in the morning. But it does start to get light a
like by
early.
January is when we really start to notice it. So now it's the doldrums on top of stressful political times. Oh my God.
I don't mind that. What about you, Gianna?
Honestly, I can't stand when it gets dark earlier because then I stop doing things at night. Because, like, I want to be able to go shopping and whatever I need to do, go running errands. It stops me from wanting to do any sort of chores or errands or anything
that's exactly what I'm saying. But I kind of like that because it forces me to chill a little bit. And my pajamas at 6:30? Yes, please.
Chris and the Crew, 94.5 PST. This was Chris and the Crew on Demand, sponsored by Trinity Rehab. Schedule an appointment now at trinity-rehab.com. Wake up with Chris and the Crew, weekdays 6 until 10 on your number one hit music station, 94.5 PST.